I worked for Miss Hughes for about 8 months, and I got a weekend gig in New York. So I would do weekdays at WOL in Washington and drive up on Fridays after my shift, which would end at 7 o'clock, and I'd be on all weekend long over in Queens. That's where the radio station was located. And then I would drive back to DC, and I would never even stop at my parents' house, never had time for friends, because everybody was kind of not understanding my dream and kind of laughing at me or something, or trying to, you know, my friends were like real immature and stupid and wanting to party and hang out, and I'm on a path, and my parents were very, you know, oh, do you want something to eat? What is this crazy thing you're doing called radio? I would sleep in my Subaru. They gave me a Subaru for college graduation. And I would sleep in my car at every rest stop between New York and Washington, D.C. to block out the noise of people
telling you can't do it.
Right. I would literally I'd have a blanket, an alarm clock, and a quilt. And I would take a bird bath in the bathroom. I'd be woken up by the man sweeping next to my Subaru looking at me, because I'm like the crazy, you know, girl and I had a baby shade without a baby. Pull the baby shade down, you know? And that was my life for about 2 months. I was going back and forth. When I finally no, I think the secret to the success of the Wendy show is it starts from within. You know, I've got terrific producers, terrific audience department, you know, people, shady cameramen, a terrific, you know, lineup of co-hosts in my studio audience, and of course it starts with the host. I no longer care about people laughing at me or laughing with me. I'm just out there having the time of my life, and you know, it doesn't matter whether a dress makes me look fat, if there's lipstick on my teeth, you know I rub.
Yes.
If my wig feels crooked, you know what, I will tweak it. You know, the secret to the show's success, I believe, is authenticity. And the authentic me is messy Wendy from Jersey. But messy is good.
Seasons over time.
Yeah.
But when you started out, I mean, Debmar Mercury, they were the company that saw the vision.
Yeah.
Right? Because you had a couple misstarts.
Yes.
Right? There were other show opportunities that didn't work out. Tell me about that.
Well, you know, you get telephone calls from, you know, I mean, I've had walk-in meetings with Sony and Buena Vista Disney and people like that, and I've done a few pilots, but nobody really knew what to exactly do with me, and also I was not confident enough to tell them what to do with me.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But now...
But they wanted to fit you into a mold, but then when you were given the freedom to be able to be who you truly are, that's when you exploded.
Well, I was ready to be fit into a mold too. Like, tell me what you want me to do. I just want to be on TV. I'm young Wendy from radio. By the time Debmar Mercury came along in 2007, the fall of 2007, I knew exactly who I was and what I wanted out of a TV opportunity. I didn't just want to be a host. I want to be an executive producer. And that means that I'm not just somebody that you're going to fit into a hole.
Right.
I'm going to dictate where the hole goes and how it goes down. Now, I want suggestion from everybody, but be very clear. You know, I want to, you know...
You had more...
I'm ready for a Wendy. And I have a terrific team to propel me, because I can't do this by myself, you know, and I will not discredit myself. You know, I've done a lot of work to get here, and nothing's been handed to me. But to stay here, I've had to align myself with the right team.
You haven't fixed... Having to beat those numbers, what's the key to your success, do you think?
Stick-to-itiveness. You know, I ride it until it can't be ridden anymore. I have a terrific manager who's my husband, and I've had some really fortunate business relationships regarding broadcasting. You know, Debmar Mercury produces, you know, my talk show, and they have just been really wonderful. You know, as you know, we're going into our 7th season, and as you also know, a lot of great shows actually get canceled.